السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, today we are continuing from where we stopped in the previous lesson. Of course, we were able to complete the lesson in the previous lesson, and we are continuing with a new lesson number 5 of the book 5, or lesson number 25 of the book 2, depending on the edition that you are using. So without wasting much time, let's just begin. In this particular lesson, of course, the first part of it, we are going to be looking at kana. Okay, kana. And then we will also look at other new things that we haven't looked at before. And so let's try to begin. But of course, as usually, we would like to make some little explanations before we start reading from the book, so that when we are reading, things will be very easier. So please observe here. Okay, so I hope you can see this particular chart. Okay, this chart, as I said, we are using it to explain kana, and then la yazalu is one of the prominent things, one of the two prominent things that we will be looking at in this particular lesson. Kana means was, and then la yazalu means till. So let's try to explain kana. Let's look at kana first. So as I said, in English language, kana is what we mean by was. It's what we mean by was. I hope that is clear. Was. So if I see, as you can see here, al-ma'u baridun. This is a simple sentence. Al-ma'u baridun. The water is cold. But if I want to say the water was cold in the past tense, so I will add kana, and that will be kana al-ma'u baridan. Of course, as the kana has come, there will be a little grammatical changes. So that's what we are going to look at. If kana is added to a sentence, what are the grammatical changes that happens? So one, please observe, there are two things, like the inna. Okay, if you can remember, we said inna has is noun and then is khabar. So we have ismu inna and then khabaru inna. Example, if I say inna allaha azizun. So inna is the harf tawkid. Allah is the ism inna. So the ism inna, we said, is always mansub. So inna Allah, after what comes after inna, most of the time, the noun that comes after inna is always mansub. Inna Allah, inna alhamda. Like you go to the Jumu'ah prayer, then you hear the khatib saying inna alhamda. You never hear him saying inna alhamdu. And you will always see in the Quran inna Allah. So that's ism inna is always mansub and is khabar. Whatever comes to give the information is marfu da'iman, always. So inna Allah azizun hakim. I hope that is clear. Inna alhamdulillah. Okay. So, but here is the opposite. Kana is opposite of that. In kana, the ism kana is always marfu, and then the khabaru kana is always mansub. So what is the noun coming after kana is marfu, and then the khabar, the information, what gives the information, is mansub. So like I say, most of the time we even see in the Quran, وَكَانَ اللَّهُ عَزِيزًا حَكِيمًا. You see, وَكَانَ اللَّهُ, the noun that comes after the kana is marfu. Allahu kana Allahu. And then the khabar, the information, azizan, is mansub always. I hope that is clear. So if I want to say this man is rich, I'll say هَذَا الرَّجُلُ غَنِيٌّ. This man is rich. But if I want to say this man was rich, كَانَ هَذَا الرَّجُلُ. This man, غَنِيًّا, was rich. I hope that is clear. كَانَ هَذَا الرَّجُلُ مَرْفُوعٌ غَنِيًّا mansub. I hope that is clear. Okay. So that's what we have here. Al-ma'u baridun. The water is cold. So here, al-ma'u, that is the mubtada, and that is the ism of kana. If a kana should add to it, this is a very this simple sentence here. Okay, this simple sentence. Okay, al-ma'u baridun. The water is cold. If kana should add to it, if you want to say the water was cold, not now. If we add kana to it, the ma'u is the ism, is the noun of the kana. And then the baridun is the khabar, is what gives us information about the water. If I say the water was, whatever I'm now coming to see is what gives information of the noun that I just mentioned. I hope that is clear. So we said that the ism kana is always marfu, and then the khabar kana is always mansub. So as you look at this kana has been added. Okay, here. You can see kana has been added. Okay, so if we add kana to it, as you see here, now this is now the sentence. Okay, كان الماء مرفوع باردا منصوب. I hope that is clear. So that's the changes that will happen. The khabar of the kana will now be marfu. I hope that is clear. Okay. So that's the main thing that we have to know about kana. So these are other examples. كانت زينب مريضة. The initial sentence is زينب مريضة. Zainab is sick. But if I want to say it in the past tense, she was sick. So كانت, she was. So kana is for masculine. It means he was. But if you want to make it feminine, she was, you have to add this ta'anis. Okay, كانت. I hope that is clear. So كانت زينب مريضة. So Zainab was sick. So the information, what gives information about the person, is always mansub. That's the main thing that you need to know. كانت Zainab was what? مريضة. She was sick. So we make it mansub. The next one, al-jawu jamilun. The weather is beautiful. If I want to say the weather was beautiful, كان الجو, then the jamilun, the information, will now be mansub. كان الجو جميلا. I hope that is clear. And then the ism, the noun itself will just remain marfu. I hope that is clear. Okay. So that is what we need to know. The small thing that we need to know about kana before starting. Now the next one is la yazalu. As you can see here, la yazalu. La yazalu is a sister. Okay, it's a sister of kana. They have the same grammatical effect in a sentence. So just like the kana and the kana, it has an ism and then a khabar, and then the ism is marfu, and then the khabar is mansub. That is the same thing about la yazalu. La yazalu also has ism and then khabar. The ism is marfu and then the khabar is mansub. I hope that is clear. Okay, so let's look at it. La yazalu. Actually, it is coming from zala yazalu. The actual verb is zala yazalu. And zala means for something to depart, for something to decrease and run out. That is zala. Okay, if you look at one of the poems that we saw in the book 1 of the Qira'atul Rashida, I don't know whether you have come across it. The Qira'atul Rashida, we had the lessons. There is one poem by Abu Atahiyah where he says that Al-ma'u zillun za'il is from this word. Al-ma'u zillun za'il. Money is something that runs out. Zil is a shade that depreciates, or is a shade that is running out. Okay, so that is zala. Zala, as I said, is for something to run out. Okay, something to run out or to gradually diminish. That is zala. Okay, so it's a negative word. It means the thing is depreciation, like something running out. That is negative. So it's a negative word. But if you add la again, it means instead of the thing running out, it means the thing is still, like it is not moving. Oh, that is correct. It now makes it positive. You add a la to it, now makes it positive. So if I say la yazalu, it means still. So if I say la assuming there is someone who keep eating, there is someone who was eating food, And up to now, he's still eating. So I can say lam yazal ya'kul. He keep on eating, or he's still eating. He is still eating. I hope that is clear. So it comes to affirm. In English, we simply say still. Okay, he is still eating. He is still sleeping. Okay, he is still walking. So that is still in Arabic language, la yazalu. Okay, so it's the two, la and the yazala. Yeah, yazalu. You will see them like separately. We just use it collectively to mean still, la yazalu. Okay, but zal, as I said, means depreciation of something or something running out. So la yazalu, it means he is still. Okay, it is feminine, it is masculine. La yazalu, it is he is still. And as I said, it is from the Kana wa akhawatu. It is from the sisters of Kana. So let's look at example on that. Bilalun maridun. Bilal is sick. Just look at this example here. Bilalun maridun. Bilal is sick. If I want to say Bilal is still sick, I hope that is clear. Bilal is still sick, meaning he was sick and up until now he is still sick. So if I want to say that he is still sick, I'll say la yazalu. I'll just add the la yazalu to this sentence, but of course the same grammatical implications will okay here. So la yazalu Bilalun maridun. You see here mansub. Okay, maridun. So the same implication. Maryamu talibatun. Maryam is a female student. If I want to say Maryam was a student, Maryam is still a student. The man, he has not completed school, he's still a student. I'll say La tazalu. Of course, as I said, La yazalu is it's for masculine. You can see the yazalu. The ya here, of course, depict that it is masculine. So if I want to make it feminine, I'll put ta instead of the ya. So I'll say La tazalu. Oh, that is clear. So that's what we are seeing here. La tazalu Maryamu talibatan. Maryam is still a student. Oh, that is clear. Okay. So that is la yazalu and then kana for us. That's the main thing I think we needed to understand or have a little bit of clarification or understanding of it before starting. So please, let's now read from the book. Okay. So here, Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher, there's a dialogue between teacher and his students. So the teachers begin by saying that Aina Anwaru ya Umaru. Aina Anwaru ya Umaru. Where is Anwar? Ya Umar. Oh Umar. Okay, so Anwar and then Umar, they are what? Mamnu min as-sarf, right? Okay. But there's a pattern of af'alu. You can remember. And then fu'alu. Mamnu min as-sarf. So Umar answered by saying La adri, I don't know. La adri, I don't know. The verb is dara yadri. Dara means to have a clue. Yadri, he is having a clue. You want having a clue of something, meaning you know something about it. Okay. Most of the time even comes in the Quran. Wama adraka. Allah asks, what can give you a clue about something and something? Like Allah says, Wama adraka ma laylatul qadr. What can give you a clue about what laylatul qadr is? Okay. So dara, as I said, the verb is dara. That's the mujarrad form. Dara yadri. Dara means he had a clue, or he had a clue of something. Yadri, he is having a clue. So la adri, I don't know. I don't have any clue. I don't know. Ra'aytuhu qabla qalilin. I saw him a little ago, or a little while. Kana wakifan. So you see, kana wakifan. He was standing. Bimana, kana Umaru wakifan. Oh, that is correct. The Umar, the doer. That's the ism. The ism of the kana is marfu. But here it is not the ism, the person doing it. The person who was doing it is not mentioned. So don't think this wakifan is the ism. It is the khabar. That is why it is masub. So bimana kana Umaru wakifan. Kharij al-fasl. Outside the class. You can remember kharaja. Kharaja means he left. Okay, but when we say kharij is a zorf makan, right? Meaning that outside. Okay, dakhil is inside, kharij is outside. So kana wakifan, he was standing kharij al-fasl, outside the classroom. Okay. Kayfa halu Ammarin. So the teacher, al-mudarris, the teacher is still asking. He's asking about another student. كيف حال عمار الآن يا سعد? How is the condition of Ammar currently? Oh, Sa'd. كان مريضا منذ أسبوع. So you see, كان مريضا بمعنى كان سعد مريضا. I hope that is clear. He was sick. منذ أسبوع, since a week. بمعنى since 1 week now. Okay. لا يزال مريض. So Sa'dun. Okay, Sa'd is answering. So I think he was asking about Ammar. Okay. So كان عمار وكان عمار مريضا. So Sa'd answers by saying that لا يزال مريضا. بمعنى لا يزال عمار مريضا. He is still sick. يا فضيلة الشيخ. Oh, honored sheikh or virtuous sheikh. Of course, sheikh we have explained, a knowledgeable person, an old man, or for respect. Okay, just for respect. The person is not old, not knowledgeable, but just for respect. So, of course, here, this is the information. It gives information about what was happening or what is still happening. If I say he is still sick, he is still the sick, then word sick is what gives information. So that is should be the mansub. Like we said, the khabar of the kana should be mansub. I hope that is clear. So al-mudarris, the teacher says that sami'tu annahu yuridu an yatruka al-jami'ata wa yarja'a ila baladihi. I heard, sami'tu annahu, I heard that he indeed yuridu an yatruka, he want to leave al-jami'ata, the jami'a, okay, the university, wa yarja'a ila baladihi, and return to his city. Here an yatruka, of course, the an here is what makes this one mansub, this verb mansub. Okay, we have seen the reason before. This is a nasb. Okay, min adatu nasb. Then here wa yarja'a, because the wa is a harful atf, and you can remember when two things are tied by a harful atf, when two things are tied by a conjunction, they have the same i'rab. Okay, so if I say zahabtu ila al-masjidi wal mat'ami, I can say zahabtu ila al-masjidi wal mat'amu. I can say mu, I have to say me. If I say masjidi wal mat'ami, okay, when two things are tied by a conjunction, they have the same i'rab. So here an yatruka, this verb, the first verb is mansub because of the an. Then similarly, if the harf atf is tying to another verb, that verb should also have mansub. So that's why it is so innahu annahu yuridu an yatruka al-jami'ata wa yarja'a ila baladihi. Asahihun haza, is this true or is this correct? Is this true? Bimana he's asking, the teacher is asking, is this true? Sa'ad answered by saying that la haza ghayru sahih, haza ghayru sahihin. No, this is not true. Al-mudarris, the teacher says, Maza ya'malu abuka ya Ibrahim. What does your father do? Oh Ibrahim. That is how we ask about occupation in Arabic language. Maza ya'malu abuka. What does your father do? What work does he do? I hope that is clear. So Maza ya'malu abuka ya Ibrahim. What does your father do, oh Ibrahim? And as I said, what is his occupation, or what work does he do? Sami'tu annahu wazirun. I heard he is a minister. Ibrahim answered by saying that kana waziran. So you see, you can say kana wazirun. That is not correct grammatically. Okay, even though people may understand you. So kana bimana kana abi. You understand the dua. Then now the ism is not mentioned. That's the one which is marfu. But the informator, the one that gives the information, is always mansub. So kana abi waziran, that's what he simply means. But he just neglects it. So kana waziran, he was a minister. Qabla sanatain, 2 years ago. Huwa al-ana safirun. Al-an, he is an ambassador. Okay, he is an ambassador. Okay. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that, وَمَاذَا يَعْمَلُ أَبُوكَ يَا أَمْرُ? And what does your father do, O Amr? He's asking Amr. Bimana, what work does your father do, O Amr? قَالَ لِي أَحَدُ زُمَلَائِكَ. One of your friends said to me, أَنَّهُ مُدَرِّسٌ, that he is a teacher. Okay, he's talking about his father. So Amrun answered by saying that, كَانَ مُدَرِّسًا, he was a teacher. من قبل, way before, bimana, he was a teacher before. هو الآن مفتش في المدارس الثانوية. He is now an inspector. The mufattishun is the inspector. Okay, في المدارس الثانوية, in secondary schools. Okay, senior high schools. That is madaris الثانوية. Okay. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that, وَمَاذَا يَعْمَلُ أَبُوكَ يَا يَعْقُوب. He's asking Yaqub, what does your father do? Yaqub answered by saying that, كَانَ شُرْطِيًّا. Bimana, my father was a shurt. When we say shurtiyun, it means the police officer. Okay, that's the shurt. Shurtiyun is a police officer. So he says that, كَانَ شُرْطِيًّا, he was a police officer. هُوَ الْآنَ مُتَقَائِدٌ. He is, at the moment, he is retired. When we say mutaqa'idun, it means the retired person, someone who is retired. Okay, the verb is taqa'ada, yataqa'adu. Taqa'ada means he retired. Yataqa'adu, he is retiring. Okay, the one who retired is called the mutaqa'idun. I hope that is clear. Okay. So let's continue here. As you can see, Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says, Ya Aba Bakrin. The teacher is asking Abu Bakr, Ya Aba Bakrin, and we have seen the reason for this. This is Mudof Ilay. And when Ya, a half nida, enters upon Mudof and Mudof Ilay, the Mudof will become Masub. So Ya Aba Bakrin, Ya Fatira Samawati. You will not see in the Quran, you see Ya Fatira. Fatira is initial Fatirus Samawati. Fatirus Samawati. But when the Ya comes, Ya Fatira Samawati. So here the same thing. Okay, it's initial Abu. Okay, from the Asma'ul Khamsa. So when it is Masub, the Waw will tend to Alif Mamduda. So Ya Aba Bakrin. So O Abu Bakr, Qulta li qablas salasi sanawatin. You said to me 3 years ago, Anna Abaka, that your father, Amidu Kulliyatil Handasati, that your father is the dean of the College of Engineering. Okay, Amidun is the dean, you know, the dean of students or dean of a particular college of university. That's the Amid. So here, Anna Abaka, of course, you know Anna, okay, is a harful, is a nasb, it's from the adatul nasb. So when this abaka is from abu, is initially abuka, okay, but of course when it is mansub, it will now be abaka, like here, aba, from abu to aba, okay, abuka to abaka, because of the anna. Okay, so he says that he heard that he is a dean of the College of Engineering. Amutaqa'idun huwa al-an, is he retired now? Abu Bakr answered by saying that la yazalu amidan. You see, no, he is still a dean of students, a dean of the College of Engineering. Okay, la yazalu, he's still the dean, a dean. So Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that Ya Akhtaru. Okay, Ya Akhtaru is talking to Akhtar. Sami'tu anna akhaka. I heard that your father, your brother. I heard that your brother, Tabibun Shahirun, is a famous doctor. وَيَعْتِيهِ الْمَرْضَى مِنْ جَمِيعِ أَنْوَاءِ Pakistan. So he says that Sami'tu anna akhaka tabibun shahirun. I heard that your brother is a famous doctor. وَيَعْتِيهِ الْمَرْضَى, and the sick people. The mardo is the plural of marid. Okay, someone who is sick is called the marid. So like we say, ana maridun, I am a sick person. So the plural is mardo. Okay, mardo. So when they are plural, several sick people, we call them mardo. So wayatihi mardo, and the sick people come to him. Yatihi, they go to him. Min jami'i anha'i, from all corners. Anha is the plural of nahia. Nahia means corner or side. Okay, like you see, from all corners of the world. So you see min jami'a anha'il alam, or you see from all sides of the world, all corners of the world. People come from all corners of the world. So that's what he's saying here. Min jami'i anha'i Pakistan, from all corners or all sizes of, from all directions of Pakistan, all corners of Pakistan, people come to him. Asahihun haza, is this correct? Or is this true? Akhtar answered Basina, Naam, yes. Haza sahihun ya fadilat al-shaykh. This is true, oh noble sheikh, or oh virtuous sheikh. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that, Ya Usman, oh Usman, izhab ila al-maktabati, go to the library, wahatil juz al-thalitha min lisan al-Arab, and bring the third edition. Okay, I'm saying third volume, wahati, of course we have seen hati, wahatil juz al-thalitha, the third volume min lisan al-Arab, of lisan al-Arab. Hashim says that, Ya fadilat al-shaykh, oh virtuous sheikh, Azunnu anna, I think that lisan al-Arab, I think that lisan al-Arab mu'jam is a dictionary. The Mudarris, the teacher says that Naam huwa mu'jamun kabirun. Yes, it is a big dictionary. Fi 20 juz'an, in 20 volumes. It is 20 volumes. Yes, this dictionary, it has 20 volumes, volume 1 to volume 20. Okay, a very beneficial and very popular dictionary. Okay, Lisan al-Arab. So Hashim says that Liman huwa ya fadilat al-shaykh, to whom does it belong? Bimana, who is the author? Who is the owner of this book? Who is the one who authored it? Okay, Liman huwa ya fadilat al-shaykh, to whom does it belong, or who authored it? Oh, fadilat al-shaykh. Okay, Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that huwa li Ibn Manzur, it is for Ibn Manzur. He's the one who authored this particular book called the Lisan al-Arab, and that is something that is there's a very big lesson in this particular there's a very big lesson, and that is, you know, some people sometimes think that how do I put it? Someone will ask me a question that if a particular child is born in a family where the parents are non-practicing Islam, are non-practicing Muslims, there is a high probability that the child will also grow up and he will not be steadfast on his religion. And I always say that this is not true. This is not true. Al-Hidayah, guidance, is in the hands of Allah. يُؤْتِيهِ مَن يَشَاءُ, He grants it to whomever He wants. Okay, so we always have to pray for guidance. But it doesn't, I mean, it is irrespective of your background. I mean, in whose hands you are raised. It doesn't matter. Prophet Ibrahim, what's the name? His family. Look at where he's coming from. But he had Hidayah. His parents was not guided. His father wasn't guided. No, alayhi salatu wassalam. Someone who is raised by a prophet. Okay. But he still died as a non-believer. I hope that is clear. So it doesn't matter where you are raised. I hope that is clear. So sometimes we have to pray for this. These are, favors from Allah that we have to pray for. Okay, Allah can grant this to whomever He wants. And if we should ask sincerely, Allah will really grant us. Allah will really grant us these favors. Okay, so this is a favor that Allah granted. It's a very big and very nice dictionary. Very, 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 very good. But the person who authored is not even an Arab. Okay, so that's what the main thing I'm talking about here. Okay, it's not even an Arab. But even Arabs are using his dictionary. The dictionary is very, 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 very good dictionary. And not only that, the famous Sahih Bukhari, Imam Bukhari is not an Arab. It's something that is very, strange when you hear that. He's not an Arab. Bukhari is not an Arab. But look at Sahih Bukhari. How many people have been benefited from it? He learned Arabic language. He learned Arabic. They colonized their country, and Arabs colonized their country. That's where he had to learn the Arabic language. Then they taught them Arabic language. But initially, he himself is not an Arab. So you see, so when we have to be encouraged to learn Arabic language, and we have to, devote ourselves to it. And we have to do something for Islam. We should see Islam as a cause. And then when we strive, Allah will put barakah in it. I hope that is clear. It doesn't determine, we shouldn't say that me, I have nothing, so I can't do anything. Any small thing that you have in your hand, strive. Use it for the sake of Allah. I hope that is clear. Okay. So, huwa li Ibn Manzur, of course, Ibn Manzur have said, Yari Joe is Usman. Usman is a tenant. Was the one that they sent to go and bring the, you can see here. Okay, sorry. Al-Usman, the teacher asked him, Izhab ila al-maktabati wa hati al-juz al-thalitha min lisan Arab. The teacher sent him to go and bring the dictionary. So, al-maktab, he came back and he said that al-maktabatu muglaqatun. The library is locked, is closed. Muglaqatun al-ana. It is closed at the moment. Ya Sheikh, oh Sheikh. Yaquluna innaha kanat maftuhatan. They said that Yaquluna, they said, or they are saying, innaha kanat, that indeed it was maftuhatan, it was open. Ila sa'atil ashirati, it was open to 10 o'clock. Mana, I don't know from what time to 10 o'clock. But it was open and until 10 o'clock. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that, Ya Abbas, O Abbas, kulli akhika, say to your brother, Allazi yadrusu fi sanati thaniyati, the one who is studying in second year, Ya'tini gadan, that he should come to me tomorrow. Ya'tini gadan, ata ya'ti, you can remember, which means he come. Okay, so most of the time they ask you, ataita, you go to someone and he's like, have you come? Okay. So Ya'tini gadan, he should come to me tomorrow. Abbas answered, replied by saying that Sa'akulu lahu insha'Allah. I will say to him, or I will tell him insha'Allah. Hope that is clear. Okay. Of course, here we have tamarin. These are exercises that we have to do. Okay. This exercise, of course, is relating to what we have just read, the dialogue that we have read. Okay, so the first one here is saying that Ajib anil as'ilatil atiya. We should answer the following questions. The first question is Aina kana Anwaru wakifan. Where was Anwaru standing? You can remember they said he was standing outside the classroom. So that's what they are asking of. How do we say it? Okay, so we say that Kana wakifan harij al-fasl. Outside the classroom. Harij al-fasli. I hope that is clear. The second one. Ayuridu Ammaru an yatruka al-jami'ah. Ayuridu Ammarun an yatruka al-jami'ata. That's Ammar want to leave. Taraka means to leave something. Taraka, he left. Yatruku, he is leaving. That's Ammar want to leave the university. Okay. So what do we answer? No, he does not. Okay. If you can remember. They replied him by saying that Haza Gairu Sahih. This is not true. So we say that La Huwa La Yuridu an Yatruka al-Jami'ata. Oh, that is clear. Now the third one. Mani Lazi Abuhu Safirun. Who is the one whose father is the ambassador? Okay, you can remember one of the children, they said that he said that his father is an ambassador. Who is that student? Who is that? Ibrahim. So we just answer by saying Huwa Ibrahim. It is Ibrahim. Okay. So the next question that we have here, as you can see, is the question number 4. Man allazi abuhu shurtiyun mutaqaidun. Who is the one whose father is the retired military, or whose father is the retired police officer? Someone says that his father is a police officer and he has retired. Who is that? Okay, if you can remember, it was Yaqub. So you can say that Huwa Yaqub. Okay, it is Yaqub. Man zahaba ila al-maktabati. Who is the one who went to the library? You can remember they sent someone to the library. You can see huwa Usmanu, it is Usman. Man allafa lisan al-Arab. Man allafa lisan al-Arabi. Who is the one who authored the book Lisan al-Arab? Who's the one who did that? So we can see that allafahu, allafa means to compose something, okay, to utter something, okay, allafa yu'allifu. I hope that is clear. So we can answer by saying that allafahu Ibn Manzur. It is authored by or composed by Ibn Manzur. Fi kam juz'an huwa? In how many volumes is it? In how many volumes is it? Is the Lisan al-Arab. How many volumes is it? If you can remember, we read that it is 20 volumes. Okay, so you can say that fi 20 juz'an. Okay, fi 20 juz'an. It is in 20 volumes. Akanatil maktabatu maftuhatan. Was the library opened? Akanat. If you just see kana, it turns it back to the past tense. Was. Akanatil maktabatu maftuhatan. Was the library opened? So how do we see? Of course, he came back and he said it was not open. It was locked. Okay, so we can see that la kanat mughlaqatan. Kanat mughlaqatan. It was locked. I hope that is clear. Okay. So let's look at the exercise number 2, and then inshallah we'll pause and then continue in the next lesson. اقرأ المثالين ثم أدخل كان على الجمل الآتية. We should read the two examples. المثالين, these two examples. ثم أدخل كان, then we should enter كان, بمعنى we should add كان على الجمل الآتية, to the following sentences. Okay. So the first sentence here is Hamidun maridun al-ana. Hamid is sick at the moment. Hamid is currently sick. Hamidun maridun al-ana. Hamid is currently sick. So if I want to say Hamid was sick, I will add kana. And of course, if I add kana, the information, the one which gives the information about Hamid, that's what's sick, that's marid, it will now become mansub. So if I add kana, here will now be mansub. So kana Hamidun maridun amsi, yesterday. Oh, that's clear. Zainabu talibatun. Zainab is a female student. If I want to say Zainab was a student, I'll add kanat. Okay, not kanat, because Zainab is feminine. So I'll add kanat. And if I add kanat, the information, the informator, the thing that gives you the information, the khabar, will now be masub. So kanat Zainabu talibatan. You see talibatan. Now al-ma'u baridun. The water is cold. If you want to see it was cold, how do we see it? Kana al-ma'u baridan. Just simple add kana, and then the khabar change it to masub. Kana al-ma'u baridan. Here al-babu maftuhun. How do we see it? Kana al-babu maftuhan. Oh, that is clear. The third one, an-nafizatu mughlaqatun. If we add kana, it will be what? Of course, you know that nafiza is feminine. You can see that among Buddha. So kanatin nafizatu mughlaqatan. Oh, that is clear. Hashimun mudarrisun. Hashim is a teacher. If I want to say Hashim was a teacher, so kana Hashimun mudarrisan. Okay, just change here to son and then add the kana. Ar-rajulu nasraniyun. The man is a Christian. If I want to say the man was a Christian, and nasraniyun is a Christian, the plural is nasara, Christians. Okay. So if I want to say the man was a Christian, okay, assuming he's no more a Christian, I want to say he was a Christian, I'll say what? Kana ar-rajulu nasraniyan. I hope that's clear. Kana ar-rajulu nasraniyan. Now here, al-jawu baridun. The weather is cold. If I want to say the weather was cold, I'll say what? Kana al-jawwa. Sorry. Kana al-jawwu baridan. Okay. Kana al-jawwu baridan. Now here, al-mudarrisu. Sorry. Al-mudiru jalisun fi ghurfatihi. Al-mudarrisu. No, I keep on saying mudarrisu. Al-mudiru jalisun fi ghurfatihi. The principal or the headmaster is sitting in his room. So if I want to say that the headmaster was sitting in his room, I'll say what? كان المدير جالسا. I hope that is clear. That's just what I have to change here. في غرفته كان المدرس كان المدير جالسا في غرفته. Now here هذه الساعة رخيصة. This watch is cheap. If I want to say this watch was cheap, I'll say what? كانت. Of course, you have to know that sa'a is feminine. So you say what? كانت هذه الساعة رخيصة. I hope that is clear. Now the ninth one. Umaru tajirun ganiyun. Umar is a rich trader or a rich merchant. If I want to say Umar was a rich merchant, how do I say it? كان Umaru tajirun ganiyan. I hope that is clear. Ganiyan. The 10th one. Okay. Ammuna mudiru madrasatin. Our paternal uncle. Ammuna. You can remember Ammun, paternal uncle. So Ammuna mudiru madrasatin. Our paternal uncle is the head of a madrasa. So if I want to say our paternal uncle was a head of a school, how do I say it? I'll just add kana, and then the mudir will now be mansub. Okay, so kana ammuna mudira. I hope that is clear. Mudira madrasatin. Kana ammuna mudira madrasatin. I hope that is clear. Okay. So here we have a new. There is this one requires time for us to explain certain things here. So that was making the lesson extremely long. Let's try to pause here and then we'll continue in the next lesson. Okay, I hope that is clear. Inshallah, if anything is not clear, try to draw our attention so that we'll attend to you. Okay, jazakumullahu khairan wa barakallahu li wa lakum fi Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum min ayati wa zikri al-Hakim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.